I've gotten many requests to go over the best strategy on my Renown video, so consider those requests complete. Future Breed here, and I'm just popping in before this video because I want to let you guys know that I have been working on this video since last April. So this video has been being produced for a little while now. The reason I'm popping in now is because you are gonna see Ash with smokes. Yes, this footage is that old. The reason why I'm not re-recording that footage is because, one, it was already all edited and I don't want to re-edit everything, and two, if you use an operator with smokes, all this stuff is still going to apply anyway. And all the Ash stuff is still going to apply exactly the same. The only difference is she now has flashes instead of smokes. So just interchange them, really. I can assure you that all the techniques are still exactly the same. I still use these exact techniques and they work perfect. And I don't think I have anything more to tell you, so enjoy the video. I said it now, so you must. Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Different Breed, and today we are going over the best strategy on how to get renowned quickly. If you find yourself liking any of this content, or maybe it just helped you out, consider subscribing. You might just like my other content as well. This video was the most requested video for my latest renowned video, so here we go. The first thing we will go through is how to set yourself up to get this strategy going. So head over to the menus, go to options. In the gameplay tab, go to matchmaking preferences. Here, you will be able to set what kinds of games and maps you would like to play the most in multiplayer or terrorist hunt. So for this, scroll down to terrorist hunt right here. We're going to go ahead and turn everything off for the game modes except extract hostage. So we'll turn off those three. Then for the map preferences, we're going to go ahead and turn off everything except for house. Alright, so go ahead and hit apply. And now you are all set up to get this strategy going. Let's get into it. There are 4 spawns for the hostage. One is in the master bedroom, one is in the workshop, another one is in the dining room, and the final spot is in the laundry room. We will be able to figure out where the hostage has spawned without even stepping inside of the building. How, you ask? By finding where the flares are for the extraction zones. If the flare is in the APC area, the hostage has spawned in the laundry room. If the flare is over by the river docks, the hostage has spawned in the workshop. And finally, if the flare is by the construction zone, the hostage has spawned either in the dining room or in the master bedroom. I know. I just said we will know exactly where the hostage is before we even enter the building, and the last flare has 2 spawn points. Even though that's the case, we'll be able to determine where the hostage has spawned before we even go in. I will show you how to determine this through a run. So we spawn in. The first thing that we always do is look over at the river docks. If you don't see a flare, look to your left up at the APC area and see if there's a flare that is spawned over there. Quick side note, it is a lot harder to see the flare in the daytime. That's all. If not, you know that it is over by construction. So now we know it's over by construction, the tricky spawn. For this, we will sprint over to the front of the garage doors. Rappel up the side of the house and look at the bottom corner of the dining room window. If the hostage has spawned in the dining room, we will see a refill station waiting for us there. If there is no refill station, the hostage has spawned in the master bedroom. It looks like our hostage has spawned in the master bedroom. Continue up the side of the house over to the master bedroom window. Clear out the room. There are typically 3-ish terrorists in there.
Hostage located. Secure the hostage.
Then grab the hostage, head back out the same window, go left, fall down off the side of the roof. If you hit a sweet spot, you won't hurt the hostage. But if you go against the house, you will hurt the hostage. Either way, really doesn't matter. Now we're going to run to the extraction zone. Pull out your best Neo skills because you will need them for this. No, I'm not pausing for dramatic effect. If you run out of this corner at any point before 50 seconds hits up there at the top, then you'll end up finishing too fast and you won't get any renown. When you start extracting the hostage, you can drop him and keep sprinting forward. If your Neo skills are up to par, the game will finish and you can move on to the next. For this next one, we will go over the dining room spawn because it's typically the same as the master bedroom spawn. So we're going to start exactly the same by sprinting over to the garage doors and rappel up the side of the building. And as I said previously, we can see that refill station right there, so now we know that the hostage has spawned in the dining room. There are typically some terrorists in the back left corner of the room, so I always pre-aim and fire, hoping that I can get at least one. Clear out this room and the one in front of it, and then go and grab the hostage.
Visual. We need to secure the hostage.
I have the hostage.
Once you've got the hostage, jump out the window that you just entered, and we're going to be doing the same exact thing that we did for the master bedroom
Keep the
spawn.
hostage safe. Hostiles approaching.
Spawning in again, we'll see that the flare is over by the river docks. That means that the hostage is in the workshop. Sprint over to the front of the garage doors. I smell a theme. Go over to the stone wall here and rappel up to the roof. Two things you can do here. One is switching to your breaching weapon while rappelling. It'll be faster to do this now because there's only one speed that you can go while rappelling. Get up onto the roof and then look at the window of where the workshop is and go ahead and send out a breach charge. Sprint over to the window while that's going. Then when it explodes, you can go ahead and kill some terrorists and then grab the hostage and go. The second solution here is, instead of using the breach round, you can just spray through this window. There's usually a terrorist hiding in the middle right of the window, and if you spray correctly, you can get him while destroying the barricade. Then we can get in, spray around and kill the rest of the terrorists in the room, or just get close enough to it. Grab the hostage and make your escape outside the same window that you entered. You will want to hug the building as you jump down, and you want to land on this plant area right here. It's raised off the ground and will allow you to not get hurt at all. At this point, we're just going to run around the outside. Round the outside. Around the outside. Go down the river docks and then to the extraction point. Sometimes there is a terrorist on the other side waiting for you, and sometimes there is not.
Pick it up.
Last time spawning in, the flare is by the APC area. This means that the hostage has spawned in the laundry room. The first thing we're going to do is sprint over to the garage. Shocker, right? Then we are going to use Ash's breach charge and open up the left side of the garage. Aim for the doorway into the laundry room. Kill all the enemies you see. Sometimes there will be a few terrorists in the garage, and sometimes there won't. We kill here because if you just rush in and grab the hostage, you will finish too quickly and you won't get any renown. Nobody likes when that happens. So finish these guys off. Grab your package and get on out of there.
Hostage located. Secure the hostage.
Hostage secured.
Hostage
Once you grab the
secured.
hostage, we're going to run out the same hole that you entered in. If any terrorists are shooting at you, you can always go to the left side of the boat, slide through the hole, and get to the left side of it while you're sprinting towards the river docks. Then we're going to make a hard right and run down the side of the fence, all the way down to the last entrance. I do want to make a note that you can take an immediate right outside of the garage instead of going on the outside of the fence. You'll most likely be safe, but I have run into some terrorists over there, so it's a little risque. Then sprint up to the APC area alongside the fence as well. There can be 0, 1, or 2 terrorists waiting for you at the flare. Kill them as you are coming up, and you are all set to go.
We need to locate.
Hey, alright, so here is another strategy for the river docks area. I came up with this as I was making this tutorial, so I figured I'd throw this in as well. So just like usual, run over to the garage and rappel up onto the roof. We're going to use one of Ash's breaching rounds to breach the window, and then we're just going to kill everyone in the room. This should be very familiar to you guys.
Secure the hostage.
Where it differs from the first one is right here. So instead of taking a left right outside of this window, we're going to go ahead and go straight, and you can drop down on one of the flower patches down below and then just move forward. You just push on right through these terrorists and make it all the way down to the river docks. We're going to walk all the way down the stairs because if we finish right now, it's going to be too fast and we're not going to get any renown. So just wait the appropriate amount of time, then go up and extract the hostage. I know, I just talked about waiting to get renown and I didn't even get any. That was because I was still trying to figure out the correct times in order to do that. So from my calculations, and by calculations I mean playing a whole bunch of games just waiting to see exactly where this cutoff is, it seems like it's at the 103 mark. I don't know. It's been pretty confusing. Some games I finish at 107, they don't give me any renown. Some games I finish at 59 and they give me renown. I don't understand it. I don't know exactly where the cutoff is, but I'm thinking that you're safe anywhere after 103. If you've experimented this and found better times, let me know, please. Honestly, let us all know. A few more extra pointers. Yes, you can still drop the hostage at the extraction zone.
Well done.
When bringing the hostage to the front of the house, if you're going there too early, you can hide where the house is being built right in front of it, and then wait to come out when it's time.
Hostage extraction successful.
If you're extracting the hostage at the APC area too early, you can hide behind the truck and just wait. But going to an extraction zone too early does run the risk of having all the terrorists come at you, which will then cause you to have more guns on you when you're trying to extract. Don't forget to use your flashes or smokes if you bring somebody else. It's a good idea to use both of those gadgets because the terrorists don't shoot you when they're stunned. They also won't shoot you when you're inside of the smoke. It's like they can't see you, even if they watched you walk into it. I do believe that feature is only on normal. And if you choose Ash, let's go over how you can pick her real quick. You're going to go ahead and aim your mouse at this dot right here. Once the list of operators come up, go ahead and select Ash. Then you're going to hit the enter key to confirm, and then move the mouse down to side street. And this is what it looks like for daytime. You could also get good just using the mouse. So a lot of you guys were really mad at me by the way that I calculated things because I didn't do it exact. So let's go over why I calculated things the way that I calculated them. And I will have you know that there is actually a reason why I calculate it the way that I calculate it. So let's first start by calculating what we actually have here because now the timing is different and my first calculation is going to be wrong. So let's go through and calculate it just the way that it actually is now. We'll be more generous and we'll calculate it for 1 minute and 5 seconds. So 1 minute and 5 seconds is 65 seconds. There is 3,600 seconds in an hour. And to figure out how many times we can do this an hour, we're going to take the 3,600 seconds and divide that by the 65 seconds. And that will give us 55.384615. Yeah, you get it. So this technically means that we can do this 55 times in an hour. However, we're going to be more precise and we're going to take 55.38 as the times that we can do an hour. This time I'm averaging 118.75 renown per game. So like always, I'm going to round down for the renown. So if we take our 55.38 and we multiply that by 118, we are going to get 6,534.84 renown. And we're going to round that down, so we'll get 6,534 renown per hour. Yes, this is just an average. Yes, your prices will vary. I can't calculate exactly how much you'll get. I'm sorry if you get less. I'm excited for you if you'll get more. And yeah, I get it. I didn't record the loading times, so it's gonna be less than that. I understand. But here's the reason why I don't do that. Everybody's loading time is gonna be different, whether it be from their computer or from their network or anything really. So I can't calculate exactly. Yes. Even if I were to calculate exactly with my loading times and everything, it's still not going to match up to your experience. And the main reason why I calculate it the way that I do is to easily compare. I and you can now calculate any game that we want to see compared up against this to see if it's better or if it's worse. You just use the same exact formula that I'm using and you can see exactly how everything lines up. This will also let us calculate future strategies as well. And I think that's it. That's all I got for you in this tutorial. Feel free to ask me any questions in the comments below. If you like this video and you want to see more stuff like this and you haven't hit that subscribe button, you should probably hit that subscribe button. If you want me to keep pushing out content, consider supporting me. You can do this many ways by going to the links in my description. You can see me over on Twitch and subscribe to me. You can check out my Patreon. There are many ways to do it. I appreciate all of them. Thank you for sticking around to the end. Let me know what you thought about this video. And until next time, stay different.